Hey guys, this is the introductory video for Math 1170. We just changed the name from Math 1170 to Math 7. I'm sorry, from Math 1700 to Math 1170, and it's still a little confusing for me. But anyway, the purpose of this video is to get you started in the class, and tell you how to access assignments, how to you're going to get your videos, your instruction videos, and just stuff like that. All right. So videos should probably take about 15 minutes at most. All right, guys. So let me get this where we can see it. The first thing I'd want you to do is to come into my SSU, log in, go to Blackboard. And what you see is going to look different than what I see, but the class that I am interested in right now is this one, Math 1170 Fall 2016. So I'm going to click that, and it's going to take us to the home page for Math 1170. Now, all of the resources for this class will be embedded under the Content folder. So if I click Content, you'll see that I've already got you started in that. We have week 0 and week 1. What I want to talk about right now is just week 0 because we need to get started in the class and everyone gets started off in the right direction. Now, having said that, the very first thing I want to do is go through the syllabus with you. Now, we'll get into this part down here in just a second. Okay, so really what I'm presenting in this video is pretty much exactly like we would do in a face-to-face class. We would go over the syllabus, class policies, and some students say, well, you know what, that's not important. I completely disagree with you. I think it's extremely important. So guys, you always have access to the syllabus. I've downloaded it. I'm going to open it up. You can see I set my desktop screen. Some real math geeky stuff. We don't get into anything that hard. And I'm going to go to full screen. Okay? So again, this is Math 1170, Section 90, which stands for Online Course. My name is Doug Darbro. You can call me Dr. Darbro. You can call me Doug. Triple D, D cubed, all kinds of crazy things I've had over the years of teaching. I hate being called Mr. Darbro. So if you call me Mr. Darbro, I'm going to know that you either didn't watch this video or you didn't pay any attention when you did watch the video. So Dr. Darbro, Doug, I'm good with both of those. Guys, you got my contact information. I can't stress how important it is to keep my email account very handy and my phone number, because as an online course, we have to stay in touch via technology, via web-based resources. We don't have the face-to-face meetings like our traditional. All right, gang, computer access. I'm not going to go through here and read everything to you, but this is an important, I call this kind of the duh policy. If you're taking an online course, you need computer access. I thought that would have gone without saying, but I had a student about a year ago who took the online course, and about week 8 or 9, she told me that she couldn't keep up with the videos that you're required to watch, and I asked her why, and she said, well, I don't have internet, I don't have a computer. And for the life of me, I don't know why she was in an online course. Technology. You need to get a Texas Instrument TI-83 or 84. It is required for the course. Nothing else works. What we do, this class is what I call applied in nature. So we have a lot of we have a significant financial mathematics component where we learn to find, if you're going to, for example, you're going to purchase a house over 30 years for 8%. Monthly payments, how much is your monthly payment to amortize your loan? Well, those formulas are very, very complicated, but the TI-83 or 84 calculator has a function called Tvm Solver that I'll teach you that works these types of problems very, very quickly. So I tell you here that there are options for buying the TI 83 or 84. The most expensive place you can buy an 83 or 84 is our local bookstore. I think they're about $160, $180. Staples.com, Walmart tend to have these calculators for about $100 less. I've had students buy the calculators through eBay. Some are still waiting. They haven't got them yet. But sometimes on eBay you can get a Texas Instrument TI 83 or 84 calculator for $40, $50. So be resourceful. There's no need paying a lot for your calculator if you can get it much cheaper. Another thing that you may consider, on a Shawnee account, there is a place where people can go on and sell things. And I forget what it's called, but sometimes people are selling, maybe someone who took this class in the summer or last spring is wanting to sell their calculator for some extra money this fall. Okay? Guys, ADA statement, if this pertains to you, I'm not going to read it to you. I will do first of all, you have to let me know and bring your list of accommodations to me. I will do everything in my power to make sure that these accommodations that you're entitled to by law are provided to you. Catalog description, read that sometime. GEP requirement, this just tells you that the class, when you successfully complete it, allows you to check off the quantitative reasoning component of the GEP program. Now we get into the good stuff. All right, textbook. The textbook is not required, in that I do not require you to purchase a physical textbook. What I do require you to purchase is the activation code to the My Math Lab access for this particular book, Finite Mathematics for Business Applications, or Business, Economics, Life Sciences, and Social Sciences. Here's the course ID, and I tell you that all assignments and exams are posted on My Math Lab. Guys, you can't get to this class without My Math Lab. Again, it's an online class. I have to have an online course management system so I can communicate with you, so I can post assignments online. We don't go face-to-face in this class except when you take your exams. So for obvious reasons, I have to have a reliable, easy-to-use online course management system for an online course. Now let me show you something. If we go back to Blackboard and go back to content and go back to getting started, I've uploaded a picture right here that goes through exactly how to get your activation. Now, this is extremely important, so listen very closely. You have two ways, actually you have three ways. You have three ways of getting My Math Lab. The first way is you can go to our bookstore and buy the activation code from them. The second way is you can buy the activation code directly from My Math Lab. The third way is down here at the bottom. You can see where I'm circling right now. You can get a temporary access without payment for 14 days. Now, as you're going to see in just a second, when I take you to My Math Lab, you'll see that an assignment has already been posted, and it's due next Tuesday. So I would wait. I wouldn't run out and get the temporary access code right now. I would watch the videos that I've already posted. I would get up to the point where I'm ready to do my assignment, and then I would get the temporary access code. Temporary access code is good for 14 days. Then you've got to do one of the two that I talked about earlier. Either get the activation code from the bookstore or get activation code directly from the site. I think from the site is quite a bit cheaper than going through the bookstore, but I don't know that for sure. You have to check that out. Okay, so guys, to set this up, you will go to Pearson MyLabandMastering.com. And down here, you're going to register now. Now, let me tell you a source of confusion for a lot of students. A lot of times, students will have a MyMathLab or a MyLab account, and they'll set up a new account, and then they'll get the two confused, and they'll sign into their old account. MATH1170 won't be showing, and they'll flip out. Well, that's just their mistake. They're not paying attention to the account that they are registering under and signing in with. This can be extremely frustrating, especially if you've kind of procrastinated a little bit. You're waiting kind of to the last minute to turn your assignments, turn in your assignment, and you get into that kind of quandary. That can be extremely frustrating. What I would recommend doing is I would recommend setting up a new account for this class and write it down someplace. That way you don't forget it. Okay. But anyway, once you get to this this site right here, go back and follow these instructions to a T. Okay. It's going to ask you to either provide an access code or to purchase the access online. If you purchase this from the bookstore, then you will get the access code with the kind of, it's almost like just a glorified piece of paper. Actually, kind of looks like a lottery ticket, but you don't win anything. But you do get the access code. But again, this is more expensive than purchasing directly from the site. Okay. All right. So once you get this set up, let me show you what it's going to look like. I'll go ahead and sign into my account. Hopefully I'm still hooked up here. Now notice my username. My username, I got into a situation where I had an account earlier at ddarbro@shawnee.edu, my email account. You don't have to use your Shawnee account. You can use a Hotmail. You can use a Gmail. You can use a Yahoo, whatever. But I wanted to set up a new account, but I wanted it something convenient to me, so I just left off the .edu. So I have two accounts. I have a ddarbro@shawnee.edu. That's one account. I have a ddarbro@shawnee. It's another account. I'm able to keep them separate. And so I'm going to sign in. Now for this class, we're going to go to MATH1170, Fall 2016. And I'm going to see a little bit more than you because I'm the instructor. But what you're going to be focusing on most when you come here is either coming to the chapter contents if you want to read the online book, the ebook, or going directly to the homework. You're also probably going to go to the grade book and check on your grade from time to time. And I want to let you know, sometimes my math lab does really wacky things with grade calculations. So, probably throughout the semester, probably 5 or 6 times, I'll go in and update the weighting, on my math lab appropriately, and I'll send out an email and let everybody know that I just did that. Okay. So right now you can go to homework, and you can see that I already have posted a homework that is due August the 30th. 2016 at 11 p.m. To start the assignment, you just hover over it, you click it, and start the question. So question number 1 is worth 35 points. And you're going to come in and work the problems. And the first problem deals with linear functions, and it has to do with breaking even and fixed cost and things of that nature. And you sit there and you look at that and you're like, well, I don't know how to do that. Well, you haven't let me teach you, okay? So before you do any of your assignments, you are required to go to content, go into week number 1, and you'll notice that I've already put up 2 videos where I teach Intro to Linear Functions just as I would if we were going face-to-face in the classroom. So you'll click this. I'm gonna mute it because I get annoyed by my voice. But press play. Literally, press play. I don't know if you guys have ever done P90X before, but Tony Horton is famous for saying, just press play. This video is about 40 minutes. There's 2 videos this week that you're required to watch, and this video is 36 minutes. So much less time than you would spend in a classroom. But everything you need on these My Math Lab assignments are illustrated in these videos. You just got to watch them. Okay? All right, so again, let's go back to content. Let's focus on getting started. So we're going to go over the syllabus. I got kind of sidetracked here, which I needed to. So I'll tell you what, let's go back to the syllabus and talk about some more stuff. All right, so hopefully you understand how to get your My Math Lab account. And guys, if you don't, come see me. Again, I'm in my office every Monday, every Wednesday from about 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then I'm in either Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, depending on the week, depending on what I have going on. So if you have a hard time getting this My Math Lab account set up, email me, and we'll come in to my office and we'll get you set up. We'll get you going. All right, tutors, guys. From time to time, I will say, I want to digress a little bit. I think finite mathematics is one of the most applicable classes that you will take at Shawnee State. We do some things in here that are just kind of academic, the linear functions, exponential functions, linear programming, matrices and things. But there's one part of the class, a huge part of the class, where we do financial mathematics that is one of the set of most applicable material that you will learn in college. But from time to time it gets challenging. You can go to the Math Lab for free tutoring, and please don't fall behind. Midterm dates, these are mandatory. You have to test on campus. So the midterm is at Wednesday, October 12th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. And the final exam is December 14th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. The room will be announced. So about a week before the midterm and about a week before the final exam, I'll send out an email and I'll post it on Blackboard where the room is, what you're allowed to bring, and so on and so forth. Class policies and expectations, you're expected to watch about 2 hours of videos per week. You're expected to submit your assignments on time. Guys, if you don't check email much, for obvious reasons, again, you're taking an online class. You need to check email more regularly. I had a girl in class this summer, drove me insane. She said, well, I don't check email much. Then why in the world are you taking an online class? I have no way to stay in touch with you. I don't want your phone number. I'm not going to call you. This is the way I stay in touch with you in an online class. If you're not prepared to make those changes, then you need to drop the online class and take it face-to-face. That way, if there's announcements, they're made face-to-face. There's not as much need for email and Blackboard. Third bullet, cell phones are not permitted during testing. If you miss an exam, documentation is required for a makeup. That old song and dance, well, Dr. Darborough, I didn't check my email and I didn't know we had an exam. Well, that tells me, A, you're not paying attention because I'm telling you right now. B, I'm going to announce it so many times throughout the semester. If you miss the exam, it better be for a valid reason, medical reason, something of that nature. Guys, if you need to take your midterm, I had a class or final exam off campus, then you're required to take your exam in a proctored environment, such as a testing center. Now, the reason I mention that is I had a student who was from California that was taking this class under me, and obviously he wasn't going to fly in 2 times throughout the semester to take his midterm or final. So he went to a community college that was close to him, within 30 minutes actually, and they had a testing center. I think they charged him a fee of like $65. I coordinated with the testing center about a week beforehand, and it worked out fine. I prefer you come to campus, but in extreme situations, you can take your exams off campus in testing centers. Guys, calculating your final grades pretty simple. Midterm exam is 40%, final exams 40%, and online assignments are 20%. If you stay in touch, do what you're supposed to do, not just make a mockery of the class, submit things on time. If your final exam is higher than your midterm, then I replace your midterm with your final exam. So I think I get into that a little bit more. So guys, here we go. This is your assignments every Tuesday, unless otherwise announced, at 11 p.m. You're going to have an assignment due. Next week, Tuesday, August 30th at 11 p.m., the first assignment that I just showed you on my math lab will be due. If you want to wait till 10:59 p.m. to start it, that's up to you. If you can get that done in one minute. I couldn't do it in 1 minute. It would take me probably about an hour, so I'm pretty sure it's going to take you longer than that. Next week, September the 6th on Tuesday at 11 p.m., you have your next assignment. Your third assignment is due the next Tuesday. Your fourth assignment is due the next Tuesday, and I think you catch my drift. Okay? So there's no reason for you to come up and say, well, I didn't know I had an assignment due this week. I'm telling you right there. I mean, I've showed you right there when the assignments are going to be due. Okay? So there's no reason not to get those things submitted on time. Or at least there's no reason not to know when they are due. Okay? Tentative schedule. The week of August 22nd, you're going to go over class policies like we're doing now in linear functions. So the videos that I posted this week are on linear functions, and my math lab assignment that's due August 30th at 11 p.m. is on linear functions. All right, guys, it's a fun class. 1170 is, I've had tremendous success teaching this class online. In fact, the grades for my online courses are actually better, a little bit higher than my grades when I taught it face-to-face. And really, my grades are pretty good face-to-face too. So, excuse me. So anyway, you've got some important dates there. And all right. So guys, I believe in review. What's the important stuff here? Dr. Darbrother Doug. Office hours. Another option on office hours is Google Hangout. If you can't make it to campus, just let me know. We'll connect via Google Hangout, and I'll help you that way. Computer access is required. That one, I can't even say it without laughing, because if you don't have reliable internet service and a reliable computer, then I would really have to question why you're taking an online class. Texas Instrument 83 or 84, the TI 83 or 84 is required. Textbook not required, but access to the online course management system is. And guys, there's no reason not to post your first assignment on time. Some people say, well, my student financial aid hasn't come in, so I couldn't post my first assignment on time. Well, that's just baloney. It's hogwash, because you've got a 14-day free trial access option that you can sign up, submit your assignment, and after 14 days, go ahead and get the full version if you intend to stay in the class. And I hope you do. It's a fun class, and teaching it online has been working really well. So guys, I've explained everything else to you. It's pretty straightforward. You watch a few videos. Videos will typically be posted by Monday by 6 p.m. I try to get them posted Monday mornings, but give me a little break. It may be even 3, 4, 5, up to 6 p.m. before I get them posted. You've got essentially one entire week, and your assignment is due the next Tuesday. So today, for example, is August 22nd. Your videos are posted under August 22nd folder. Watch these. Once you watch these, you go to my math lab and you start working the problems. Now, one thing I'll tell you on these problems, you have as many attempts as you want. I didn't put a restriction on the attempts. So you go in here and you look at this problem and you're like, okay, I think I know how to do this, but you get as many tries as you want. You can regenerate new problems to give you as many tries as you want. Okay. Now, in terms of late homework, and I don't think that was on the syllabus. No, it wasn't. Okay. So I need to add that. Okay, you submit your assignments on time. So, but what I allow you to do is I give you an extra week. So, for example, let's work with examples here. Your first assignment is due Tuesday, August 30th at 11 p.m. But let's say you don't get it all submitted. You get a couple of problems submitted, but you don't have time to do the other. Well, if you do that very often, it's really going to significantly affect your grade. But from time to time, that kind of stuff happens to us all. You have an extra week at a 50% penalty to submit those problems. So if you've turned in half, that means you've got 50% on the assignment. If you do the other 50% perfect, you're going to lose 50% penalty, so you would get 25% on that second half, so you get a 75% instead of the 50%. The penalty does not affect the questions that you submitted on time, just the ones that you submit late. Best thing to do is just don't submit any of them late, and then you get no problems. But again, from time to time things happen where you have to turn things in later. All right. So guys, that's all I got. Stop by and see me. I'll probably give you a few extra points by stopping by and introducing yourself in person, and I'll also figure out the people who have actually taken the time to watch this video. Okay. Guys, that's about all I've got. I'll show you a picture of me. There's me. I'm the big ugly one right over here. These are my daughters, and this is my wife, and we're on my boat. So if you see me on campus, say, hey, Doug, Dr. Darborough, whatever you want. I'm in your online class. My name's so-and-so. So hopefully you'll do that. Now, one other thing, just to motivate you guys going out and buying this TI-83 or 84 calculator. Now, the formula to actually calculate a payment looks something like this. It's not a differential equation. It's nowhere near this difficult. But for most students, it's very, very, very complicated looking. I will show you how to do some pretty cool stuff on this calculator. If you go to Apps and go to Finance and go to Tvm Solver, and let's say we want to buy a house and we want to finance it over 30 years making monthly payments. Now I'm going to run through this, but I'll teach it to you at the appropriate time. We get 3.5% loan. The house that we want to buy is $150,000. We want to pay off our loan, so I'll put there for the future value. And our periods per year, compounds per year are 12. Now maybe you're sitting there thinking, well, I don't know what that means. Well, you haven't taken the class yet. Once I teach it to you, you will. Well, I can go up here and go to payment and go green, enter, and I can tell you your payment will be $673.57. So quick for you to be able to calculate a payment. If you're going to buy a boat, if you're going to buy a house, you're going to buy a car, you can calculate your payment before you ever go in. Let's say you're going to buy a car. You want to finance it over 6 years, so it's 72 months. You've contacted the bank and they'll give you 4% on a car. You know that you can only afford a $325 a month payment. You can come back up and find a car that you can afford. So you could afford to spend $20,773.17 on your car. So I'll teach you all kinds of cool applications with this TVM solver, but you got to have your calculator to be able to work that. So, and again, I went through this very fast. My attempt was not, or my intent, I'm sorry, was not to teach you TVM solver. It was just to illustrate it to you, so you'll go out and purchase the calculator that's required for the class. All right, gang, that's all I got. I think I went over 15 minutes, but it'll happen from time to time. Stop by, say hello, take care.